It's another wonderful Wednesday right here on Wake Up Nigeria. You saw what I did there, right? Wonderful Wednesday, Wake Up. You saw what I did there?
No.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
I like the
What?
balcony actually. When you took the news.
Oh, thank you. Oh. Now, we always like to hear great news, and I just thought I would, share this congratulatory message to my husband. So, for those that don't know, he has been the general manager for Rapid TV Broadcast Networks, and it was announced yesterday that he is now the acting CEO of Rapid TV. And
Awesome.
This is my way of just saying, what we've been praying for, God's blessings and favor have just always sent down amazing testimonies, and I'm proud of you, baby.
Amazing.
That's great news. Congratulations, Oscar.
You both met him.
We have?
Yes, you both met him. Nah, calm down now. Let me, please now. You both met him, and you understand the reason why I'm so enthusiastic about saying this and doing this, because over time, there's just been so many, just too many hurdles to climb. And finally, something.
Yeah, but isn't that what makes life interesting?
Very true.
Yeah, that's what makes life interesting.
Every day something comes up.
Yeah, it makes it more exciting. It makes you, I believe, like they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Amen to that.
And all of these things only make us stronger, and they somewhat make us better. It depends on how, depends on whatever what the choices you make. Yeah, so I mean.
Speaking of things making us stronger, Winfrey went through something interesting yesterday. Do you want to share this story?
No, I really don't.
You don't? No. But I think you should.
But I have to.
Wow.
Because, anyways, I actually wanted to start it off saying thank you to our governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for literally going out of his way to literally make sure, I won't say going out of his way, to be very honest, because a lot of people are of the opinion that, having a stewardship over a state means you owe it certain responsibilities.
Yeah,
however, when you look at other states and the way how poorly the other government officials and governors are performing, you literally have to give kudos to the governorship of Lagos State. And I think, a lot has been going on. I was also with a number of government officials not too long ago, and just listen to the ideas and the visions and all of that. And we need to understand that these people literally don't work in isolation. They have other people that work for and with them, do you understand, to take this to where their vision actually wants to go. Now, saying that, right, we all know that there are a lot of officials, especially when it comes to road usage and all of that in Lagos.
Uniformed officials.
Yes, uniformed officials, right? And we know that in time past, it has literally been an issue where, these officials are literally notorious for certain things. So yesterday I had an experience, not necessarily a pleasant one, literally heading to the national stadiums where I'm training for the Olympics.
Okay.
And then that bridge right there, at the National Stadium,
the stadium bridge.
The stadium bridge has several intersections, right? Has a traffic light and then a turning for people going directly into the stadium and out of the stadium. It has another turning where you are meant to turn out and not in, depending on if you're coming from Ikorodu Road. And it has another entrance where you can actually
just do a U-turn, right?
Out. I think just
a U-turn.
First of all, that whole intersection. It's quite confusing. Do you understand? And then it now made me understand why there's so many officials there. Traffic, I'm talking about Lastma officials now, and then also policemen to make sure the traffic flows properly, because it's a really high traffic road, and with everything going on, literally traffic is kind of unavoidable, right? So yesterday, we're literally there trying to make my way into the stadium. So my first time driving there, and I'm literally confused by the time I get to the intersection. So the first turn I was meant to actually take...
Wait, hold on. Where were you coming from? Were you coming from
the island, the mainland?
From the mainland?
From Ikorodu,
Ikorodu Road.
Right?
Okay.
Trying to turn in. Now, that particular turning, which I was meant to take into the stadium, is pretty sharp. So looking at this, I'm like, okay, is this my turning? So it was quite confusing. I looked around, no signs. I saw all the officials sitting down under the tree. All of them.
All of them were just sitting
under the tree.
Okay.
The turning. So I was there for a while. I actually stopped to look and make sure, try to ask people, no response. Literally, no. They're looking at you.
So you looked at the officials, you asked
Looked at
them
the officials, trying to, no response. They're all sitting down there just looking. So there were some across the road.
Yeah.
There were some at the middle of the whole thing and all of that. So different things. So eventually, of course, you know how impatient Nigerian drivers can be. People are, honey, move, move, move. And the official is doing like this. And I'm trying to direct and everything. So seeing that and thinking of how sharp the bend is, I'm like, okay, maybe the next one. So I moved to the next one.
Yeah.
I literally see a direct no turning back sign, right? So I moved to the next one, and officials were still there, still paused to act and everything, no response.
Wow.
Maybe I turned. All of them arose.
Oh, wow.
Initially, I thought they were all distracted. They were busy doing things.
Oh, wow.
All of them arose.
When you say all of them, how many are we talking here? Was it like 3, 4 more?
3, 4.
What? How many?
I was now wondering, I said there are no officials in Sambisa.
Wow.
Anyways,
Wow.
let's come back.
Wow.
Yeah, so like there were more than 10. Because we had police officers, we had Lastma officials as well, all there, all uniforms just standing there.
And all of them stood up when
they
you took
stood
the turn.
up, then some literally moved towards the car, carrying, you know, that thing that punctures your tires,
Oh, wow.
and then moving towards the car and all of that. One way, one way, one way, one way. And I'm like, okay, God, but you saw me there. I stopped here, I stopped. Saying this is not our responsibility to tell you and everything. You're meant to know. You're meant to know. You cannot say you don't know. I'm like, how am I meant
to
asked.
know?
I'm like, this is the first time in this area I asked, right?
I think a lot of motorists actually have fallen prey to this.
Yes. So apparently,
Yeah, even I have. It was Boju I use strong eye.
so
I say, Oga, first off, I'm a media personality.
Yeah.
I am a carrier of, creating awareness and ensuring that,
Well, in the end, you're
the rules and regulations, right? Everywhere. As I'm a good citizen, I'm a polarizing citizen.
Yeah.
So I would not deliberately take this road if it's against the traffic rule, right? That's what I usually would do. And then so they would say, oh, okay, all right, madam, it's all right, you can go.
Okay.
Right. So that's what they do. But they do that, and a lot of motorists have fallen prey to it.
There are quite
I think that we need to do better. Still going back to the governments. They need to do better with road signs. They need to be clear, and they need to be, at very visible spots so that people can see them, so that they don't fall prey to these things. Also, I feel like it's also an avenue for this officers, road officials, to make monies, which shouldn't be, because they are there for a reason, to direct and to redirect if, when necessary.
They're
and,
there to
basically
serve.
just help people with,
Now, there's very similar cases at many different flyover bridges. I can pinpoint the one at Aja. Aja, if you ever tried to go into Badore Road from Aja, from the Lekki Ekpe Expressway, there are, I think, 2 or 3 different turnings.
Yes, with very,
going in here, coming in. The whole Lekki Ekpe Expressway, when it comes to those former roundabouts that have now become junctions, there's almost no way to find your way across the express.
To figure out,
Then you can pinpoint some. I think there's Penn Cinema. There's one close to Egbeda. I think there's. I don't know if Dr. Emu is sorted out now. There are so many similar bridges and under the bridge turnings that need to be sorted out.
So even in the streets.
Aside putting the signs, right? The reason I actually wanted to speak about this, I think the officials on the road, Lastma especially, need to be orientated. They need to literally be told and taught what they are meant to do.
I think they are, because I feel taught. I would like to believe that they are.
If they are taught, right, and they are not literally carrying out what they are being taught, then what is the point? That means the teaching is not effective.
Because I would like to believe
that at that junction, having so many junctions, the reason why there are so many there, they are meant to be at the road sign, literally directing people on what way to turn. But while you're sitting down there and ignoring everything that is happening because, you want to, and so while or after the issue was, I literally asked questions around, right, and all of that. And people were like, even people selling, they said this is what they do. They have a POS standing by for you to leave. And and before I left there, I literally saw them accosting like several vehicles. And it was still the same conversation going on. I didn't know, it's not clear, but they are like, that's not my problem. Okay. So I'm like, so what's really going on? Like, I mean, the economy is hard enough. So like, why are you trying to literally make people go through even more?
So there are a lot of things to literally address here. First off is the education and awareness, because in this kind of situation, it's also an opportunity to, you know, educate even the official that, well, it is your job to let me know if I am not on the right route or right path or whatever. It's, I mean, but then. Okay. Like I said, it's also knowing our rights and knowing. I say you want to start mentioning.
I want to start mentioning Ojelegba. We remember, we know you. We're first stack on that break. Yes.
Not even that is not even a break. In front of the police station gone.
Oh wow! Whoa!
Yes.
Goodness
and the road is terrible.
All right, guys, we'll have to go on a quick break now. If you have been a victim of any of those road officials, you know, well, use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria. Let us know on TVC. We'll be right back. The show continues shortly.